Well, I went and woke Chris up. It's the next day. Obviously, we stopped last night. We got a bigger problem this morning. The puddle is supposed to be right there and it's over here. That's the problem. So we got a leak, boys. We fixed the steam port vent. Talked about that one. Didn't have it clamped like an idiot. Clamped it. It didn't leak out of there. I topped off, put it to the full line before we went in last night. Truck was level on the ground. It settled down for a while. I saw it bubble. Topped it back off to the fill line. Thought it was good. Went in for the night. Came out here this morning and this puddle was from the steam port leak. All of this is new. So I knew we were leaking from somewhere else. Looked under the truck. It's dripping. So, I mean, it's leaking. I'm going to get under it and show you guys. But it's right next to the little indentions that's in the... Can I make an example off of this one? Yes. So... this is, of course, the driver's side, but it's the same idea. It's right where the indention is for this tab. It's leaking right next to that where, if I remember right, a screwdriver was stuck in between the surface of the head and the block to try to separate the head from the block because it was being kind of stubborn. So we'll go back through the videos and see if we can remember at what point that happened. But anyways, I don't think that's the biggest part of the problem. I need to go back through, and it's awesome because I have video receipts of everything now. I remember when we got the head gaskets backwards, when I did that and put the head gasket on one side on backwards, I remember reusing that head gasket. I got new bolts, but I reused the head gasket because I was told there's people that use 200,000 mile head gaskets over again. This is a 0 mile head gasket. It had been torqued down one time. The engine was never fired up and ran. Never saw heat. So I was like, well, it should be fine. And you know, we know the surface of the heads are decked and milled, so we know the heads are flat. But GoPros don't have any freaking zoom, so you guys are gonna get what you gonna get. You can see the little indention on the right side of the oil fill tube there. That indention is like supposed to be there. And then where you see that next little kind of bulge on the left side of the oil fill tube, that's where the water's coming through. So basically it's almost right in line with that head bolt. It's right there. So we're not sure what happened there, but you can see, I don't know if y'all can see this drip. That's about how often it leaks, or drips I should say. And that ain't gonna work. It's pretty disappointing for me. Most of y'all know I'm no expert. We're no pros. We don't do this all the time. And well, James, Chris, you did stuff when you were younger, but me and James haven't really torn an engine down to this point. Like, we never took the heads off of anything or nothing, so we're still doing pretty good for our first time of getting this deep into it, but this shit is getting frustrating, dude. Like the damn drive shaft situation and then now this. But I looked into it a little bit. Some say they don't really properly seal. The MLS gaskets don't properly seal until they're heat cycled. And we ran this truck a couple times without water in it, but I know for a fact it never ran longer than like 20 seconds at a time. And the one time it ran longer than that, I had the tablet hooked up and I was watching the water temp. And I shut it off at like 175, 180. So it never got hot. I just don't know if it needs to be fired up and that will let the gasket expand or whatever the hell it does, and that'll seal that leak. We're about to do that. So we're going to fire it up anyways. I'm gonna get the tablet in here and hook it up and make sure that, you know, temp's not going crazy. We'll sit here and let it idle for a while, let it get up to temp, see if the thermostat cycles, see if the fan kicks on, watch our water level. If it seals up, I'm walking away from it. We're gonna call it good. All I gotta do is connect the battery connections, and then broke a spark plug wire earlier, so we've got an extra wire we're gonna stick on there, top the water back off, and then I'm gonna set it back down on the ground. And then I got to go get the tablet because I've been keeping the tablet in the house so we can watch our temp. And then we'll pick it back up when we fire this bitch up. See how it does. I just want to start it just to start it.
Oh, I was saying, I thought...
The tablet's being a dingling, boys. I've been away from Androids for too long, and now this app keeps opening. It won't connect, and it keeps saying that I don't own the app anymore. So whatever the fuck that means, I bought it for 10 bucks, so I don't understand how I don't own it anymore, but... Probably something stupid that James will slap me on the back of the head for, and it'll be fixed in 10 seconds. So we'll figure that out next time he's around. But anyways, let's see if it'll start. Well, need a little priming. out, some bitch.
Backfired like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it did. It didn't like that. We can tell our fueling
I
isn't
think all
on
that
point.
dry starting.
Probably did pecker it out. Oh yeah, she was squirting, wasn't she? Motherfucker, man.
It's alright. Ain't a big deal. Shake the heads off.
Yeah. Take it apart again. Ooh, it'll be fun now. I gotta take everything off of it.
Yeah. We gotta strip the whole. Well, no, we could probably just take the intake and.
No, you gotta take this bracket off because it's bolted into it. Be all right. We'll get it done. What? Sound like a gunshot, huh?
Is it okay?
No, it puked.
Oh, transmission?
No, the
We don't want to be on camera.
too bad. The head gaskets on both sides profusely leak. So we're gonna do head gaskets again. Again. That's all right. Well, boys, I guess at least you got to hear it fire up again. I know that gets some of y'all's peckers hard just hearing it run. So at least I scored some points there. So yeah, I guess we're gonna assume a little lesson to be learned today is don't run your engine without water in it, I guess. Which, I mean, I know we never overheated it. Like, we never got it hot. I know it didn't see 200 degrees one single time. Because every time we started and ran it, that's like probably equivalent to the longest it's ever been ran. That's probably the longest it's ever been ran. And the last time that I ran it longer than like 20 seconds, I had this tablet reading and I could see the temp and everything. So I shut it off before it got to, like I said, 180. I think it was 180 when I turned it off. So it is what it is. I guess it's better to find it now than it just been dripping and me kind of band-aided and then have to rip all this shit apart after we're all excited and driving it. So we'll rip her back apart again and yeah. But that's enough for this heap of crap today. Old Floyd's over here, and if y'all remember Floyd, y'all might be able to assume what he's here for. So, guys, remember the beanies are on the website right now. There's stickers. There's a couple OBSTs still. And then we've got some cool stuff coming also. So if y'all want to show some support, hit the link down in the bio and grab you some merch. Other than that, peace out, be human. We'll see you later.